That's where we're going. Back on your screens and in your ears. Welcome back to Papa G's house. Today I've got some very special guests. Some guys I managed to snaffle up from Joburg, currently on tour.
We came specifically to do this.
Yes, you did. Let that be known.
It's pronounced specifically.
We have Satanic Dagga Orgy, or at least 4 members of how many?
5.
5.
4 or 5, because
Yes.
I went through your Facebook bio, and there's like 7 or something members. Or has that changed since?
You see, like most members, they just can't play in the band anymore for life reasons, but they don't really want to leave. So we kind of just let them be in the band.
We're like
That's
a gang.
kinda cool.
We're
Yeah,
like a
it's kinda
gang.
rad.
You can't leave.
Okay.
Even if you don't tour with us.
You're still
wait,
part of the
wait.
WhatsApp group.
So I got a message from Pete to say
Who's
stuck in
that?
Stel. Yeah, exactly. What happened? What the fuck's up with that? Stuck in Stellenbosch.
He got addicted to wine.
Yeah. But like not good wine. He's trying to find where they make autumn harvest. That's
Okay.
his life goal.
Oh, crackling. It's a fan favorite for sure.
Apparently, like there's this thing where you can get autumn harvest and you like tape it to your hands and then you drink it.
Yes.
So he's wondering if they can do that, but like as a backpack. And then you just seal
That
it.
thing's
Do a camel
called
pack, man.
That thing's called Edward 40 Hands.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the way.
40 grapes.
speaking
It's
of-
also really good
40s.
for-
Yeah, because
It's-
the 40 ounce.
You tape 2 40s to each
Okay.
of your hands, and you can't get them untaped until they're both done.
It's also like
Yeah.
Pete's kind of basically 40 anyway, so it
Yeah.
kind of fits in.
Yeah.
So you guys are in Cape Town. You guys are clearly fans of the Cape because we were actually discussing this off camera earlier, where the last time you were here was 2017, and I was like,
Yeah.
what the? Like it seemed like yesterday that you guys were here.
We'd like to be here yesterday. We were here actually.
Yeah, we were here yesterday.
It was
Oh,
pretty
something
cool.
I actually forgot. We got Zam, we got Shaun, we got Nick, and we got Storm
Howdy.
from Satanic Dagga Orgy. We're missing Pete.
Yes.
But so tell me what's the situation with the tour? How's it going? Last night you guys played Bohemia.
Yeah. It was
correct.
lekker.
It was our first time playing in Stellenbosch. Very interesting.
How so?
Well, we've never ever headlined a show with 2 bands at 11 o'clock at night. I mean, that's not like an...
So it was just the two of you guys,
Yeah.
two bands, and then
Yeah,
you guys only started at 11.
Yeah, which was it
Wow,
was
that's
rad.
interesting.
It was fun, but like the students jawl.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
jawl.
yeah.
I wanted to be in bed.
Also-
That's
shit.
my bedtime.
It's been quite a while since we've played with a band in corpse paint as well. So that
Corpse paint.
Yeah, that used to happen a lot in the beginning because of the name Satanic Dagga Orgy, but we play folk music if you didn't know.
Yes.
And so yeah, the opening band was this like punk band in corpse paint. It was cool.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys were in Corpse Band.
No,
yeah.
we're not
No,
that
no, no.
rad.
Okay. In Corpse Band, what band was that?
Purple Pilot.
Yeah.
Purple Pilot.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know of them. Yeah.
Asshole driver in English.
And asshole driver. So that was your first stop, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And did you guys do the drive mission? No flying.
No, we flew.
No, we flew.
It's the first
Yeah.
time the band
First
has
time,
flown
yeah.
as a band.
Yeah.
We
How
felt
much
very
better is it?
fancy.
Dude.
It's way better.
I can't
It's
even.
way more expensive.
Yeah. It's
We
worth
even
it.
way
came on
better.
like a big airplane, not even a small
I'm not even
one.
sure if it's way more expensive. Like tolls and things,
Yeah, but the
man.
thing is, if you, I don't know, if you're 5 members,
Yeah,
if you're going out, how long does it take to get to Cape Town or Joburg, vice versa? It takes about 12 to
12
to
hours?
14,
12
I'd
to
say.
14
14,
hours.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I don't want to do the math because I've already had a couple of dops, but the petrol surely cannot amount to ticket, because I mean you can't get a ticket less than $2,000.
$2,000. Yeah, absolutely.
think if
So
you-
it's
if-
2
if-
times 5. You pay.
I think
you're
if
paying
you're
out
one,
your
if
ass.
if you're one person like driving on your own, it's probably going to be more worthwhile to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just logistically wise, it was just wonderful.
But also the thing is like, if you fly, they allow you to drink.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like it's
that-
okay. Like if you
that's
drive, you can't drink.
Absolutely. Well, one
Well,
of
it's
four of
frowned
you can,
upon.
and one of you can't.
Yeah.
Also,
slightly frowned upon.
if you drive and you smoke ganja, depending on the driver, he's normally quite cool. Pilot, SAA, not
Terrible,
so
yeah.
excited if you bring ganja into the airport.
No, totally. I
So
see.
it's like pick
okay.
your poison.
Yeah,
Look,
so,
Basically, you have to come here and be like, "Hey, bro, do you have
you know, it's
some
like,
fucking-"
yeah, it's a bit more expensive on the aeroplane to go, but you can also be wasted for that hour.
Okay, that's true. I like that. I like that. And I've never considered it that way because I always end up drinking on the plane anyway.
Yeah.
Do you want to give a little shout out to our
Oh,
Val.
Valentino.
Valentino, yeah.
Shout out to Valentino.
Who's Valentino? Tell me.
He was our air host.
Yeah. He's a friend of ours from the local Joburg scene.
Okay.
Massive punk rocker.
And he scored us beers on the plane when we weren't supposed to get beers.
We weren't allowed,
Serious?
but
Yeah.
because we
what
flew.
what
we,
airline did you fly?
Shmeh, shmeh, shmeh.
South American Airways.
They're the best, I've heard.
Dude,
Yeah. But yeah, what a fucking legend.
Yeah,
What a
that's
legend.
pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eastie
don't give a
Boys
surname out.
represent.
So I
Rossi.
first saw you guys in 2015,
Sorry.
Cranked Up Festival.
oh shit.
Yeah, I was there,
Yeah.
and at that stage, I don't know. You must tell me if I'm outdated or whatever. You guys were still playing in the speedos and the polka dot speedos.
Yeah.
Are you guys still doing that?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes when the weather's permitting, because you don't want to look. You know.
We also don't like we don't want to go to church in the same like suit every weekend.
Yeah,
you know
true.
what I mean.
But also, like about a month ago, we went to Durban and we played the hottest show of our lives. And I was so thankful to be in the speedo because then
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
at least a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
cool.
totally.
And I kind of feel like, you know, in that situation, it was really like the perfect moment. And since then, you know, it's just not living up to like the standards.
Expectation, yeah.
Okay.
We got a
Okay.
couple of cool uniform ideas. We don't have them down yet, so I can't share. But you'd have to come to a show.
I saw earlier, and that's actually how I got in touch with you. I saw Pete's video that he uploaded to your page where he's like, I'm fucking amped. My hair's fucking amped, and my beard's fucking amped. And then I was like, oh no, if they're in town, I need to see if these guys are available so we can get together and we can spit some banter.
Yeah, man.
And then I saw your second post with the three of you guys practicing some song.
Yeah.
Oh, this
And
morning.
Pete was like, "Oh, if you guys are playing that song, I'm fucking in."
We might. Well, you two might.
I like that song.
It's,
It's got 3 chords.
we totally didn't write it like most of our songs.
It's from a TV show called Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh yes. You
good.
actually alluded to that in one of the other videos as well, I think.
Yeah, you should definitely watch it if you've never seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
you
I have. Not. I wanted to fucking. There's the striped horse tonight, eh?
Yeah, the striped
Yes,
on
in
Cliff.
Clough.
Okay, and then you've done a 4 show. I mean, how do you do that?
We've
It's
done.
tough.
I mean, this is an easy tour for us. We've done tour 2017, the tour when we did Cape Town last time. We did, I think, 8 or 10 shows in 11 days across country, driving 500, 600 Ks a day, often driving where like we'd finish a show 11, 12 at night. Then we drive till about 4, 5 in the morning, find a backpackers that we've booked to stay. We sleep 2-3 hours just so the drivers can get some rest, and then we
Dude.
drive to the next venue and play. Like,
That's crazy.
so this is like a holiday,
Yeah,
man.
it
We
is
come, we wake up late, we like smoke joints, and then we go play our shows. This is easy.
And
Fuck,
also,
that's sick.
massive shout out to John and Kevin.
John
at Sit the-
Shaban and
Sit
Sit
the
the
yeah,
Phone
yeah.
Down. It
Yeah,
wouldn't be at all possible without them.
Yeah.
It really wouldn't be possible without Striped Horse as well.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you
sure.
for supporting us.
Just got to give a public apology to the Shabs. I actually was supposed to sit down with them last week, and I happened to put out my back, and I could not move whatsoever. So sorry, John. Sorry, Ryan. We'll get you guys on as soon as you guys are available. So when was your last tour here? Was 2017.
Yeah,
I think I actually went completely off the rails when I started talking about the polka dot speedos and Cranked Up. But I wanted to say I was at that show at Cranked Up.
Yeah.
You played. I think you played just after our mates with Dawn.
yes.
Rad.
And fuck, it was so much fun, bro. It was so much fun.
And it's actually interesting, dude. Like that was one of the raddest shows I've played in SDO. It was a completely different setup to the members we have now.
Yeah.
And it was a metal show. And like I know we have Satan in our name and that, but people
Still no corpse
It's literally
paint,
the
though.
Yeah, I
best
know.
name of a band I've ever come across in my entire life.
It is.
I
it's
think I
a-
actually saw it once on a poll.
That's
where
where
that's
it
where it
comes
came
from.
from.
Oh, wow.
That's where it
Yeah,
came
we're not
from.
creative. They came up
Yeah,
with
no,
it.
but isn't that how Taxi Violence came about as
I
well?
think so, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
but
I actually believe so. Yeah.
it literally is the best name in the world. I'm actually sad you ex have it already.
And a lot of people have been disappointed in the name before.
They ask us to change it all. Like fans will come and actually ask us to change it. I really like
My
your
mom
band.
won't let me come see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't like you on Facebook.
But you've since changed your name on Facebook to SDO.
Yes.
Is there a reason behind it?
Yes.
We tried to get booked more, but it didn't work.
Okay.
So we're changing it back to Satanic.
No, we're not.
Fuck you, you wouldn't let us play at your festival, Dagga Orgy.
So we're changing it back to.
Just because of the name.
yeah,
Just because of the name.
But
That
we
is-
think-
I find this
So we've
absolutely
taken
ridiculous.
We've taken a vote, and we're going to change it to Super Devout Oaks
Oh wow! You're going full other
Yeah, yeah.
spectrum.
for
man.
other spectrum, and I
We're
think
getting into
we'll get
the
big.
the worship scene.
Cospal 2020.
Cape
Come and
Nets
watch our
next
set.
Tuesday.
Yeah, dude.
Super Devout Oaks.
But would
the
you?
thing.
Do you want to go see 5 Super Devout Oaks?
I
mean, who wouldn't?
Like how hard can you pray?
What you
I
miss
want to go see a Satanic Dagga Orgy. bro.
with 5 Super Devout Oaks, I don't know if you want to see them because you kind of just want to have your eyes
wanna feel them.
closed and have your hands up and just
Amen,
be
brother.
present.
We'll get there.
Cospal 2020.
Shit. So I wanted to ask because I first discovered you guys in 2015. I knew of you because you guys were quite close. I would like to think that you were quite close. You even went on a little Twitter war, and you had a beer pong competition with State Society.
We lost.
Yeah.
We
Twitter war
lost
sounds
to
like
dads
all
in
Pete.
a beer pong battle.
Pete.
Twitter war just sounds like Pete to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was when he still was on Twitter. He stopped engaging so long. But
Yeah,
you were correct.
because it was
AKA maybe?
Mike?
Mike? I don't know.
Mike.
Mike Pocock.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
He's been on the podcast.
Yeah.
before.
We literally thought we had that in the bag. We didn't even have rehearsals for beer pong. We
They
trusted our
trashed us.
drink. Yeah, they completely
They so beat
trashed
us,
us.
and they're like,
He was,
guys,
the, he
Absolutely
was the
trashed us.
MVP from State Society, not Cliff, eh? Not Mark, surely.
No, I think it
I think
was
they all
Cliff,
did- I
eh?
feel
Yeah,
like they all
they
played
played their
pretty
part,
well,
but
like-
kill shots. Actually, I can't remember. I was too drunk.
Yeah. we were losing.
Yeah.
That's what we're
like
trying to tell
bad.
you. They were like, we're going to quickly beat these guys and then go home so we can get our
Move on
kids
to the
ready
next
to
round.
bed. Like,
Oh yeah, they coined the dad rock the phrase or what are you the genre?
Yeah.
but they don't so much play dad rock as they are rock dads.
Yeah. They are all rock dads, eh? Jeez. Yeah, no, that's crazy. But you guys had a few shows with Old State Society, didn't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
It was, but I mean, when they were active, Mike booked a lot of shows.
Well, I played with Mike when he was still in Cape Town.
Okay,
That's how we know each other.
what band did he play for here?
Well, he was the initial bassist for Atlantic South,
Okay.
and
that.
then yeah,
Is
then
that where he broke the
relocated.
bass amp you bought?
Yes.
Oh shit! I don't know.
I'll
about
play
that.
that Warwick.
Was it
nowadays.
Warwick? Yeah.
We own that amp
It's
now.
really
Okay, the little
soft.
40 watt.
Yeah,
guy.
it's fucked. You guys
Really
fucked
soft.
Is it?
so
Well,
bad.
don't blame me. Blame Mike. Dude.
No, I blame you for putting your guitar too loud.
True. I can't argue with that. So shit, I can't believe I'm actually sitting with you guys. It's actually awesome to have you dudes around. That's what I was trying to get to earlier. You guys I discovered you 2015, but how did it all come about? Whoo!
You're the oldest member.
Loaded question.
Yeah.
Zam, hit us with the knowledge, brother.
No, there's such a thing as radio.
How did Satanic
radio
Dagga
science,
Orgy come about? Unfortunately, like some kids. No, unfortunately, it's true. Like some kids try to have like a Satanic Dagga Orgy unsupervised and end up killing someone. It's like a
What?
Really, yeah,
Is
no,
that the?
It's like
I didn't,
real.
know, I didn't even
headline.
know that.
So that's where the
So
headline
like yeah, there was
came
like
from.
death.
It was in the West Strand in Joburg.
Yeah, but when you even hit the street poles in Cape
Yeah.
Town.
Yeah, man, it was like pretty brutal. But at the time, Pete was trying to start a new band.
Okay.
So he had somebody at work who played in a band, and she was doing a bunch of shows, and he wanted to play. So she booked him for this gig that he
Okay.
didn't have a band for. So they had to put a band together, and he roped in a guy called Ricky.
Ricky Alleman.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Face and Gallows.
Yeah.
So they formed a band, and they needed a name. And so as they passed a street corner, they saw the name, and that was the name. And then it's been that ever since.
Epic.
And somehow I joined. I think he promised me a lot of free weed.
Okay.
And I mean, in
Did
fairness,
that
I
come
still
to
get
fruition?
I get a lot of free weed through
Okay.
this band.
Sweet.
Like
Nice.
quite a lot from him.
Do you
but
guys
also
get
just,
any? Do you ever get any free weed from fans?
Yeah, dude.
Serious?
Yeah,
If you're a fan and you,
Yeah, yeah.
oh,
It happened.
Yeah, it's
no, it's
right.
Bradley.
Especially Sundowners.
Yeah, Bradley and
Sundowners.
Jason.
Happened, yeah,
So we
happened
got two
once.
homies. If we go to Sundowners, they always come to the show and they always get us high on stage.
What?
Shout
Yeah.
out,
It's like a
Best.
tradition.
Shout out.
It's lekker.
I didn't catch their names though.
Bradley and Jason.
Bradley and Jason.
Bradley,
Shout out,
Jason,
Bradley and Jason. You guys rock. Jeez, man.
Do your fans bring you weed?
No, we don't. We don't really smoke much weed.
I was going to
in
call
our-
them
in
dicks.
our
But
band.
I'm like, okay.
Nobody
Heroin.
really does. Heroin.
Yeah, yeah.
Heroin. That's
Black
it's
tar
do or die. bro.
Do you guys? Are you like?
or China white.
Yeah. Are
I've got a white guitar there.
you more like a shooting in the veins guy, or like in your eye, like in the
Oh.
tear ducts of your eye?
I'm more about suppositories.
Oh,
that's
slow
how I roll.
release.
Yeah.
LA vibes. I like.
Yeah. You see, I'm trying to. You see, because I try to start a podcast. All the podcasts I watch are in LA.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Dude,
they
you
do
can
some
make
funky
so
stuff,
many
dude.
friends with heroin suppositories. It's like a really tight knit community.
Absolutely. I mean, you wake up together, you go to sleep together.
You deposit together.
Yeah. So you were saying 2000? When was it? When Pete wanted to start a band and he roped
been
in.
five
I think
years.
no, I don't think that's true. I think Pete's always wanted to start a band in his life. It
As
was
Pete,
like a big
Pete was
thing.
in a band before though. Sure.
Yeah. Unsung hero, unknown hero, unwritten hero, something about a hero.
Random hero.
Random hero.
Wow, that actually rings a bell.
I think Russell from Short Straw is in that band as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Russell, is he the vocal? No, not.
No, he's the
plays
bass
bass.
player.
Okay. Who's the vocalist? He's got such an
Alistair.
interesting voice.
Yeah.
He's the best. We played
He
his
is rad.
me and Pete played for his bachelor's party on Sunday.
Oh wow.
It was
And
a
this
fucking
Sunday?
joy. Previous Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this Sunday hasn't come yet.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
we learned that we were one of his favorite bands. It's why
Oh, wow.
like they were like we were asked to play.
He's
The
one of our
Bachelors.
favorite people.
Yeah, exactly. It was
Oh,
it was,
geez,
it
that's
was quite
awesome.
a fangirl.
Have you
thing.
heard Cockles?
Cockles.
It's his new band. It's great.
Oh
You should
wow.
Check it
Yeah,
out.
dude,
No,
they're
I haven't
very
heard it.
cool.
I'll-
Available
They're
on
actually-
all
they're actually
streaming
they're very
platforms.
Okay.
fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of streaming platforms, let's take an ad break. No, I'm just joking. Just remember that Papa G's House is now available on Spotify, on iTunes, on YouTube, wherever you can just search it.
You can
Search the
find
name.
this
I've
on
got to
the
punt it
internet.
some stage.
No.
throughout the-
Yeah.
Please find us on the internet and watch us.
Find it on the internet.
Tell
and
your
then you will
friends.
be finding Satanic Dagga Orgy and Papa G's House collaboration coming soon. I just
Comment
said that you don't
below.
know about it yet, but we're gonna.
Comment below if you like Satan, Dagga, orgies, all three or none of the above.
Yes, we'll put up a poll. Jeez, man, there's so much to talk about. I can't even wrap my head around it. So we were talking about the beginning stages of the band. Now, I know it's tedious. I know it's something that's not always.
It's
the
not
spoken
tedious. We
thing.
just don't remember.
That's also a valid point.
Like, do you see how many drinks are around?
Yeah, and we were all running a bit low at this moment.
What did you have for breakfast, Sean?
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
So, like,
Wait,
trying to
you
remember
didn't
what we
bring your sixth member of the band.
No,
Organ.
Organ.
No, he's doing. In
Is
his
his name
defense,
Organ?
he's doing
He needs a
admin.
nap, dude.
Is
and
he having
needs
a nap? Actually,
He's our manager.
he's a bit limp at the moment.
He was actually inside someone's mouth last night.
You're
There's
kidding.
somebody.
Yeah.
People love putting him in their mouth.
It's so weird.
It's
With
a
eyes
challenge.
full, eh?
Yeah.
It's basically like a real manager, but from the 70s.
It's not a hygienically approved.
And you can't necessarily
thing to
wash
do.
him either because he's got eyes that might come off.
Exactly.
You can kind of just rub
He
him
might
down
lose
with
his
like.
eyesight.
Those eyes, we super glued to him at Opi Kopi last year.
Yeah.
And we thought me and Pete thought they were gonna come off in a day.
Jeez.
And Organ has held onto his eyes for
For the
Okay,
last-
the
okay. So
Looks like he has
impressed.
cataracts now, though.
Awesome.
We should give him more ganja. Maybe it'll help.
Yeah, he doesn't have very bloodshot eyes for an organ, eh?
exactly.
What was I gonna say? Shit, where were we going with that, man?
You were asking us a question and we totally interrupted you.
About the
No,
the,
no,
the,
no, no.
the sort of origins of the
Yeah.
band.
Yes, yes.
I can't,
like
I can't
I'm saying,
really
I know
comment
it's
too much.
tedious. Yeah, because we're gonna get to you.
Oh, can we
shortly.
ask
Let him
Nick?
finish.
Oh, sorry.
No, we can ask Nick. What do you want to ask him?
Do you want? I just wanted to ask Nick about the origins of the band.
Yeah, Nick, let's hear about it.
Well, I
Do
mean,
you-
I
do
wasn't.
you know
I
the
wasn't.
background?
No, I wasn't there for the
What do you think they are?
Were you in
bunch of
somewhere?
bunch of chums wanting to
Play some folk music.
play some folk music and piss some people off. You know,
I think
through,
that happened before you guys even put out a song.
Yeah.
Using the name.
using an offensive name to get
Yeah.
some things going, but at the end of it, just put out a good message, and it's
Yeah.
like with our merch
Don't
and
be
everything just comes from a good place, and it's
For sure.
that's a great comment on
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Just don't be cuck.
Be lekker.
That's why I have to ask the new guy that question because we've answered it 10 times, so we're bored. He's got good answers.
Yeah, that's pretty
Was
good.
that an okay answer?
But you
Yeah.
didn't
Great
go
answer.
into member situations. What was the
No. Okay. Well, I mean, I actually
five of us teleported into one spot?
Captain
the whole,
Planet.
listen, the whole reason I got this opportunity to play in this band was because this main member over here,
Decided to go on a
Shaun,
cool
decided to go on
holiday.
a really cool holiday
Excuse the pun.
with his girlfriend, and so I got roped in on bass, and we did a couple shows. We did 3 shows, and sort of it was like August last year. Yeah.
3 biggies.
Three
That's all.
biggies.
Three
It was Empress Palace.
What?
Yeah, we played Empress Palace opening for the Narrow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nick
That was
Rush
that was a
and
big
Rush
one.
Productions. You guys
Yeah.
are champions.
Yeah.
What an
Champions.
incredible show! If you ever get booked by Nick
Yeah.
Rush, you are going to be in the
Great
greatest
Oh,
of hands.
I know Nick, right? He's
Yeah.
a ball guy. eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
But what a
Fantastic guitar
professional!
player.
What a
Yeah.
professional
Yeah.
show
But what project
backstage.
was he? What project was he? part of?
Watershed or
Yeah.
Yeah, Watershed.
Watershed, yeah.
Was one of
Yeah.
them. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what projects, Nick, were you a part of before getting involved in SDO?
Well, I mean, project-wise aside, I mean, I play in a band called the Sauce Tones.
Okay.
With a
bit of
guitar,
hot sauce.
yeah, a little bit of hot sauce.
Tones.
Now with a guitar player by the name of Richard Brains. But basically how I got involved in this project is myself and Zam. We go
Way back.
way back, yeah, sort of school days back. I think I got to know him when he was first playing in the Slash Dogs as a new recruit at sort of like age 18 or so.
Something I actually
Is
forgot
that right?
you played for
18,
Slash Dogs
17?
as well.
Yeah,
I've seen you guys live as well. I saw you at Manila. Bar, I
and
think.
Oh right, that was a cool gig.
yeah, and I
Thanks
thought he
for
was
coming
this
to that one.
this
Peasant, yeah.
this
That's it, yeah.
hothead,
Who's the hothead? Who's the hothead?
Me,
No,
I've
he was.
cooled down. I smoke so much
That's-
ganja
that's
now.
the
I'm a
thing.
lot more
Yeah.
relaxed.
But didn't
first
you...
time-
Yeah, carry on.
No, the first time I saw him play, I never thought that we'd become friends because I thought that this guy he's too far up his own arse. And he's playing in one of my favorite bands, like I got my first Slash Dog CD when which one was it? The one with the nail in the side of
Spilled
the
Blood
thing.
Calls for Vengeance.
Yes, 2005, I think it was.
2003 possibly, but maybe.
No, 2005 that came out. 2003 was Exploded and Distorted. I had a little retrospective the other day.
He actually has all these dates tattooed on his ass cheeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's that
Yeah.
into South African punk rock.
But
Days.
to wrap up the story, here's this youngster, amazing guitar player. I was actually just jealous that he was playing in one of my favorite bands in the country, and
Sure.
we ended up becoming the closest of friends, and we've just stayed friends forever since. And we actually myself,
Yeah,
Zam and
Storm.
Storm, we're the
The Carney Horse.
back in the
this
days.
is,
This is the Carney Horse. So that was
Carney Horse. Is that another band?
That was another
that
band.
was a band that we
for
played
like
in
2 years.
for like 2011
5
to
years or something.
14 or
Okay.
something like that. Well,
Okay,
that
so
I
there's
was in the band.
history.
Yeah, basically it's really cool to come back into this whole
Yeah, dude. That's
scenario
awesome.
with these guys.
Also,
yeah.
there's only one rule in our band.
Yeah.
Which is you don't pass out with your shoes on.
Okay, I'll let you tell the
And
story.
he passed out with his shoes on,
tell me
so we
about
got to
that.
draw dicks on his face.
I actually saw photos of that. Didn't I?
Yes,
Did you post?
yes, you did.
Yeah.
That was actually after the
And
Emperor's.
it's on the screen right now.
Yes.
Speaking of photos, actually, we're jumping all over the place, but it's too much fun.
Welcome to our brains.
Yeah, well, I love it. Your shoot, that was possibly the best shoot I've ever seen in my entire life. I think Shaun, you were
Oh
the
no.
sushi.
Oh shit! Yeah.
That is
yeah,
actually
yeah.
Peter's brother, Graham
Yeah.
Ferreira, sometimes known as
but
Scrone.
you got
Highly
you guys had
contributing
pants
members
on,
of
there was
society.
A bunch of
Yeah.
bongs everywhere, and sushi, and whoever was lying had a joint in their mouth.
Well, we were just trying to kind of get even a little bit close to our idol and role model, Kenny Kunene, but like...
Kenny
Yeah, Kenny,
Kunene.
We tried to do it justice. I don't think we did.
Okay.
We kind of don't have his budget.
Okay, yeah. But
Kenny, if
I
you're
think it
out
was
there and
way
you want to
better.
sponsor us,
He also ate better sushi.
Where was that? From Spa.
yeah. But in fairness, I don't think any of his models were attractive as Scrone.
Yeah,
true.
shit, man. Because when I saw that shoot, I immediately messaged my band. And I was like, dudes, come on. Well, we can't copy it, but it's got to be as good.
Why don't you guys
Something to
maybe try share eating a carrot out of someone's ass?
Well, we've thought about that. And
It's not carrot seeds there.
you got me, brother. You got me. But now that I think about it, it's quite an interesting topic. So we can try that out.
I'm just spitballing.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Keep it coming.
Spitball.
But speaking of which, I want to quickly feature a song of you guys.
yeah.
What do you guys think it should be?
Definitely the hats we're wearing.
Don't
Not
be
storms.
cock.
Yeah.
You're not
Don't
mine.
be
Yeah.
cock. Okay.
It's I think it's really the ethos of
band.
this band. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's but through how we like run things administratively, write songs, whatever, use quorum to get by our
It's basically our life model, our life motto until we deal with each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're quite cuck.
That's actually something that I want to talk about when we come back, is the whole ethos and how everything, who's the mastermind and how you guys do your marketing. Because I honestly believe and think you guys should be commended on the way you guys do it. Because to be honest with you, I'm not going to say nobody does it better than you, but you guys do a fucking good job at marketing yourselves and putting yourselves out there, and your constant live videos and just your updates on what you do. So I want to tackle that as soon as we come back. We're going to take a quick piss and refill our drinks. So this is Don't Be Cuck by Satanic Dagga Orgy. Enjoy.
This year, let's try to be more smart. Let's read more philosophy, be patrons of the arts. This year, let's try to be more kind. Give more to charity, but not a cent to tithe. 'Cause anything we're doing is fucking hard to do. And if you want this world to change, well then it's up to you. I will offer my support and be your silent backer. As we shout together, don't be opposed, be like her. This year, let's try to be more brave. Break more stupid rules, find more reasons to misbehave. This year, try not to drink at home. Gather up your friends in places far away and unknown. 'Cause anything we're doing is fucking hard to do. If you want this world to change, well then it's up to you. I will offer my support and be your tireless backer. As we shout together, don't be opposed, be like her.
All right, that was Don't Be Cuck by Satanic Dagga Orgy. Damn, dudes. There was two of you making out at the end there. What happened?
Loopy left the band.
Okay.
I have a moustache now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please move your head out. So do you see how it's this beautiful snur?
Snore.
Before he kissed Loopy,
It's so lekker.
he did not have a snur. No, he did not. Loopy had one, but he did not. So that interaction, it moved him so much. He was like, I'm going to grow a mustache.
Loopy is the spirit animal of this band, though.
It didn't just jump from one face to another, though.
No, it grew.
What happens when you don't be
It's
cut?
like-
You grow a nice bit of facial hair.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm even
it
trying
like,
now. Hey, I've never done
like
this before.
Yeah.
But,
Like it's like a moss kind of thing. I don't know. I'm
Clearly
terrible
shaven
biology.
dudes are
None of
dodgy.
it. So you see, Pete.
so who planned that? That's what
Pete's-
I'm asking.
No, it wasn't planned. They just wanted to kiss.
Okay.
They're
Well, great time to
we
do
were
it for
doing
your
this
video.
music video and it was like getting intense and people were taking their clothes off and we got in this fight and suddenly like they dropped the dildo and they started making out.
It was like a moment.
It was an intense
Magic.
moment of magic, yes.
Have you
Were you in
never
the band
really
at the
been
time?
intimately
was,
in
yeah.
bromance?
Wasn't that the first name of your first EP?
Yes, yeah. It's
talk about
the EP Don't Be Cut came off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were so in love we even named the album after it.
Where did the concept of the name of the album come from?
They were so in love we even named an album after
That's it. In terms of that, because when did that Bromance EP come out?
2015.
Yeah,
Thank you. I was
that
going to have to check iTunes.
Yeah, no,
And that was that was the first official release, eh?
There was
No,
one
prawn,
before.
prawn.
No, the Prawn Awakens.
The
was
Iron Prawn.
Oh, the
was
Iron
the
Prawn,
first,
yeah.
yeah.
okay.
I think
not that great.
I think
Because I was checking. Is that on Spotify?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's on all streaming platforms. That was the original form of STO.
Okay.
I wasn't there. Nick wasn't
wasn't
there.
there.
Storm
I think-
wasn't
okay.
there.
I might have even played like drums on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was even before you started playing guitar.
And for
wasn't it?
those like
I
just
might
kind
have
of
played
say
bass, but I'm not
drums.
sure.
Oh, when you were
Clint
playing
was in
bass.
the band.
Take
Ricky
notice
was
to
in
the
the band.
inverted
Jeremy
commas.
was just doing vocals. Loopy was on cajon.
I don't know. It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're a Lego band.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I wanted to jump on that. You said that he didn't play guitar then.
Yeah,
I have
during
played
that time.
every single part in this band. So I have been the percussionist, I've been the bassist, I've been the rhythm guitarist, I've been the lead guitarist, I've been the lead vocalist, I've been the backing vocalist, I've done harmonica, I've done
He's just
tambourine, side instruments. I've played
Bragg City
everything
here.
you can imagine.
Zam is music though.
You
Sam is
you
dark.
studied music, yeah?
I did actually, yeah.
No, because I happened to watch that entire Cliff Central interview.
Oh, lekker!
Yeah. When you're no, I'm a for a lady.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Dude, it was so awesome. I remember that thoroughly. When was I remember it thoroughly. I remember it like it was yesterday. When was that? Because that was
God
just as he
knows.
started getting that whole. When he was still filming his interviews.
Yeah, it was so cool to be
Is
a
he,
part
is he
of
not
that.
doing it anymore?
I don't know.
No, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
But he was first just an audio podcast, and now he's
okay.
doing
Yeah.
video as well.
Okay.
No, he was actually doing video first, and said he's only going to be recording video for the first. This is
Oh, okay. I got
back
it the
then
wrong way.
from what I
okay.
what I remember, because I remember
You're
he was
probably
only
right.
available on WeChat,
Yeah.
and you had to download WeChat to get Cliff
Yeah.
Central and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So I was one of those fans that just
Rad.
went, okay,
Yeah.
it's too much mission.
Oh,
I'm not
I thought you
down.
actually went to the. I thought you were gonna be like, I was one of those fans. I downloaded WeChat. I played for WeChat
No.
Premium. I got a WeChat tattoo.
It just was a little bit too much effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hope because if it's got better in terms of your the accessibility, I'd totally tune in again, because I really love that. Remember when he moved from 5FM to his own thing?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And he had Leanne Mole and
Yes.
what was her name? The other chick, man, I can't remember her name. Mabali. And then that whole team, they were still there when you were interviewed there. But
yeah.
anyway, jeez, I digress. What
do
happened?
as well.
What happened? And I mean, how was that experience?
It was super, super cool, man. Like, me and Pete went in early. It was very early in the morning. I don't know if we were stoned or not. Maybe not. We drank a lot of their coffee. We wrote on their wall. We were interviewed. I think I had to do, like, real life stuff afterwards, and so did he. It was like another day. I don't know, but it was cool. It's always fun doing stuff like this. I think we always enjoy coming to speak to people, meet new people, come into new spaces, hear people's perspectives on the band.
Yeah.
We very much like asking you questions as well.
Yeah,
so.
bring it on, bro.
Yeah. And I mean, the guy, despite what anyone might think, he's a complete professional. He's been doing this for however long he's been doing
absolutely.
it. So, you know, he comes with interesting questions. He approaches you in an interesting way. He creates...
And he
interesting
asks,
conversation.
Very, very provocative questions, but
exactly.
not in a negative light.
It's not to like taunt you. It's to actually open up some kind of understanding of what goes on. It's cool.
Yeah, how was that? How comfortable did you feel in that? Because remember,
well, it's very much like a
look,
real studio space. So it's what I mean by that is like you're going to a space that's not someone's house. It's like a rented space. It's a workspace.
Don't fucking tune my
Yeah,
son.
I love this. I'm a dick.
Get a foot up your ass, son.
But this is like, you know, like here we're drinking. Fuck all you guys.
No, but carry
But
on.
we're drinking beer. We're like sitting on couches. It's really comfortable. There, you're like in an office chair. You're in an office space. People are like at work. It's almost like imagine if you watch the season The Office, but in between you do an interview. Like,
yeah, I know, but that's for me because I mean you studied music. You obviously approach it in your own cerebral way or whatever. But if I had to go there and try and perform on live fucking radio or podcast, I would shit bricks. How nervous were you? Like, was that something that made you nervous? Because I would be I'd be chunking in the bathroom.
So
that's me.
I mean,
it's me as well. I don't think studying music
he
necessarily.
studied music as well.
Yeah, so I like to think that I'm a big contributor to the fact that Zan studied music.
Okay.
I didn't know you could study music until I met Nick.
Yeah.
Serious.
Well, I knew you could do it. I just didn't know you could study music and not know anything about it beforehand.
You know, the classes were tiny at the time. Like,
Shout out to Wits.
Shout out to Wits Music School.
Okay.
Yeah, we graduated there were 12 of us that graduated.
Okay.
And that wasn't
Same year. What year was that?
2 years below.
So I graduated 2014.
2016.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying about that is it doesn't necessarily, like, now that you just have a performance degree, you're necessarily equipped to just perform for your whole life
and play in front of people.
You still, like, especially I think the whole like jazz school thing, it's not necessarily going to give you a golden ticket to be able to be a pop performer or a folk artist or something like that. You know, it's like you still deal with these like issues of, you know, being in front of a crowd and whatever. So it doesn't take any of that away, but it's an amazing platform to allow you to do what you ultimately want to do.
Different people are equipped or blessed or meant to, whatever you want to do, say about it, to do different things. So I'm very, very fortunate in a space where I get to perform on a lot of recordings. I get to spend a lot of time in studios playing on stuff. And I tend to find when I'm in those spaces, when I get booked for a session and I've never heard the tracks and I'm sitting there and they're playing something to me for the first time, and I've got an hour to lay down stuff and I have no charts, no background, I have to listen, engage, I'll play something that I listen to a week later when they send the tracks back and I go, holy shit, like, I can't believe I played that. But it's in that situation, it brings out the best in me. It might not for everyone else. I think if you put me to go run like the Comrades Marathon, I don't know if you'd get the best of me. You know, like, different people have different things. I feel comfortable in a studio space. I feel comfortable in a live space. From a youngster when I was 5, 6.
Yeah, but you've been performing for
I've
many,
always been
many
a
years.
performer, so not even as a musician, but like drama and plays and theatre. I feel comfortable on stage. And in those moments, funny enough, I go in an opposite place. So in performance spaces, I feel as if I go internally. So I go to be myself in a place, projecting myself, rather than thinking, oh, 7,000 people are going to hear this, and what if it's cuck? To be honest, if it's cuck, I don't even care. It's where I was in that moment. It's the thing I created. Life moves on.
Bro, dropping that wisdom, Mo. That's awesome. Like,
Thank you. I guess. I don't know.
no, totally, because I still fight that super nervousness before every show I play.
Yeah.
I think that's a good
I
thing.
get,
And
I
it's
get
good,
like,
yeah,
no,
it's-
but it's uncomfortable.
Like that
It
box.
gets
Like, I
to a
wanna
point
throw
where
up
it's
a
too
little.
much.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
like you can't even, like, if I'm doing like a triplet
Yeah.
or whatever, I'm so nervous that my arm doesn't even work. If you know what I
Yo,
mean.
did you ever get that? Sorry to interject, but I mean, I got this at the same time during my studies, and I realized that a friend of mine, Carl, was he was studying a classical guitar degree, and he would like religiously just have a cigarette before every show, because I would get that, and it's like you feel so shortchanged. You've practiced for weeks and weeks and weeks, and now you're getting on stage, and suddenly, your hand starts going, you get the shakes, and you can't play what you're playing.
Yeah.
So
It's horrible, dude.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
think-
fuck feeling.
it's terrible, and
But I also only played my first show in 2014.
okay.
Ever.
Okay.
Like the first time I hit a stage was 2004. I
And
was
now
a
we're
late
playing
bloomer.
Ranfest.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do some episodes leading up to that show. That's Attila live at Rumors Rock
Not
City,
like
brought to you by
behind-
Ram and Brochilla,
Yeah.
Yes,
and
man.
it's with Red Helen and Riddle Break. And then on the Sunday, it's in Pretoria with Facing the Gallows.
Fuck yeah.
And
Yeah.
yo, dude, I was
Brian Binneman joined this band for the 1st of April, but then he quit.
Yeah, like he
I
always
saw
does.
that.
Like he
I saw-
always does.
I didn't
dude.
know. I didn't know how to take that. But yeah, dude, fuck. I'm excited to be up your side though. I hope to see you guys at the show.
We're gonna give you some of Azul. It's like it's from about 1.6 kilometers up,
Okay.
but it's nice.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to grow it off the ground.
It's not seaweed.
And are you guys going to be in town at that time? June.
Yeah.
14th of June.
yeah, 100%.
Sick, dude. I hope to see you guys there. But anyway, enough about that because we're going to do
Actually,
plenty.
no. I'll be in Cape Town touring. I have a new band called Weed Dealer.
Yes.
We dropped a
Drop
single yesterday, and during Ramfest in Joburg, we're actually down in Cape Town doing our tour. So
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
wait, just
fucking rad.
Weed
Are we-
Dealer
are we-
is
are
the
we-
band's name?
Yeah.
Are we able
Okay.
to drop a single on this broadcast?
You can totally play our. If you would like to play Weed Dealer, you
If
can
you
play
guys,
Weed Dealer. I'll
if you
send
guys
you the
want to
shit.
do,
Dude.
do you guys want to do that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Weed
Okay,
that's-
have you
it's
got
a-
a video?
It's a promo for a different
Okay,
band, but
so
but
what's the song?
Weed Dealer. The song is called Common Taste.
Okay, we'll see you guys now.
Imagination, being cool is hard. I offer duplication.
Weed dealer, common taste, hijacking the SDO podcast. Oh, where? Dude, that was sick.
Thank you very much. Support your local weed dealer.
Quick breakdown before we go back into the SDO vibes is who's in the band and what's the story?
Oh, it's a couple of homies. Everyone's been playing in a couple of bands before, like some metal stuff like Conqueror and Dead Will Tell, but also stuff like Restless, Satanic Dagga Orgy, Wolfgang Marrow, and so all of us just, it's the music when we were kids that we were listening to, we were
totally.
growing up to. Very DIY. Please support us. Come check it out.
DIY for the truth.
Yeah, man, we recorded the video ourselves. Big up to Ender. So Ender is a local Cape Town company that did all the editing
That's all
and all the
Peter
stuff.
Jordan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
From Peasant.
Yeah,
So
dude.
big up to Pete and Ender. But yeah, other than that, videos DIY, recordings are
Sick,
DIY.
dude. Awesome.
Oh,
Very,
yeah.
very, very, very cool. I wanted to say something now when you mentioned Ender. But yeah,
I'm stoked for the new Peasant.
Dude.
They're currently recording some new
new
stuff.
logo. I was like,
Yeah.
I want merch right now. Give it to me. So look out for the new Peasant. Look out for new Ender merch. Look out for Weed Dealer.
Fuck yeah.
Coming to Cape Town when?
We're going to be in Cape Town either end of May or beginning of June, but I think it's June. It's kind of like 10th, 14th. So first or second weekend of
Okay.
June. We're here for 3-4 days.
Oh shit, that's when I'm in Joburg, but
yeah.
enjoy it anyway.
Yeah, so if you're in Cape Town and not in Joburg, you can come and check us out.
Yeah, sweet, dude. That was really cool. Thanks for whipping that in there. Yeses. I don't even know where to go from here. It's
Why
been so
did you
kiff
go
having you guys
for
here, dude.
blue light in your studio?
They were the most striking.
Ah,
I think so.
Yeah,
I
quite
get
striking.
that. I agree.
You'll see the difference when
I mean, I can
when
agree.
I quite like
them.
the-
When your nips are
could do
perky,
red
Zan.
light.
but I think red
red
could be
light.
quite overwhelming. Apparently, blue is calming. I
sexual.
like it.
yeah.
Red's
well,
very
thank you.
sexual.
I appreciate it. And there's a
It
blue light in
matches,
here
yeah.
as well.
Do you own any blue guitars?
If you call Kingfisher blue, almost, but it's more green. My LTD over there.
Oh, lacquer.
But that's not really blue. No, I've never owned a blue guitar.
And so
My guitarist Charlie owns blue guitars. He loves all multicolored guitars.
I wanted to ask a question because obviously 3 of us are guitar players, 2 of us are actually guitar teachers, and 1 of us is a drum teacher and a percussionist teacher.
Yeah.
So you've played both drums and guitar.
Yeah.
Listen,
Why'd you move in? What stole your heart? What would be your favorite?
Takes
Jack,
4 of us.
Jack of all trades and a master of none.
That's how I feel.
Just
I only
one
play
thing
one
that
instrument.
you need to
Yeah.
realize is that
Yeah.
I and my bandmates will know this, is I'm not a great guitarist, but I was chatting to Nick about it earlier, that I'm a more trial and error kind of guy, and practice till you get it perfect, instead of sitting playing over a track going like Charles or you or you guys. But
Not me.
yeah, so fuck, what was even your question? I was just trying to go like, dude, nowhere near in
Well,
your
just
wheelhouse.
like why guitar over drums, or why drums over guitar? I'm just making assumptions.
Okay, let me put it this way.
I just want you to know you'll offend either 3 of us or 1 of us.
I think I'm going to offend the guitarists.
Yes.
Offend the
By the
guitarists.
fact that I
They're a bunch of
started
pussies.
when I got to high school, I started playing drums. I met Jerome from Paul Bothner Music.
Yes.
They actually hooked me up with this sweet
Thanks,
boom
Paul.
arm today.
Thanks, Jerome.
I had to pay for it, but they still hooked me up, and
At least they're bringing shit in.
yeah,
like,
and they,
we can
well,
get,
I mean,
like
they
at a
didn't
shop.
have it in. They ordered it, and it came within a week, so I'm stoked. Shout out to JP, Ollie, Alan, Jerome, everybody at Paul Bothner, Claremont.
We'd like some stickers.
They're actually a great bunch of guys.
They're super cool. You should actually
just
go
big
do
ups
one of
to you
the
guys.
missions on the side, like when they set up a whole thing.
We're
and you
going
can go
tomorrow
play a
morning,
set.
actually. We didn't have time today
Yeah, we didn't have
to
time.
go and check it out.
I like
Dude,
music stores. I
Totally
spend
go
too
down.
much money.
Totally
It's a problem.
go have a look. But to answer your question, when I discovered like metal, and because what happened with me is I played drums for like 2-3 years in high school, then I stopped, and I played rugby and did all other things. Then I met my cousin. Well, I mean, he came down to. He was coming from Durban. He came to stay here. He was a huge guitar fundi and whatnot, and he came down and he lived with me for 3 months. But he would jam guitar every day, and I'd be like, okay, cool. So I was like, he's like, dude, you should get a steel string, because I only had a nylon string at that stage. And he's like, get a thing, and I'll teach you, and I'll bring you up to speed and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, after 6 months, we started at Atlantic South, and then I've just been practicing and trying to get better from there. But the real answer to the question is that I was never able to translate the rhythm on drums as I could on guitar. That's your answer.
Okay.
But you still prefer drums?
Yes.
Very interesting.
I'm like a drummer at heart, for sure. But I'm able to be percussive with the guitar.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know of any good drum teachers? Like, I haven't heard you play drums, but I'm saying,
No, I'm not a
saying, like,
drummer at all. I could only do your 4 on the floor kind of shit.
But you just love the feeling.
I
No,
just
like, yeah.
did like, but when it got to a stage when I was liking music that had like 16th notes on the kick pedal, I'm like, that's gonna take me a long ass time. I can do that on a guitar,
Yes.
So
but I can't do it on my feet.
I'm going to offend some people out there in
Do
internet
it.
land, and I'm going to offend one person on this couch.
Is it me?
No.
It's probably me.
It's gonna be
No.
Storm.
Oh,
Storm, you're the man, bro. But do you get what I'm saying?
So we don't.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, no,
Yes,
completely.
yes.
And so we don't often listen to metal in this band because Pete's not the biggest metal fan. But it turns out the rest of us quite like metal. So because we're driving now, all of just us 4 in a car. It's like Nick was like, "Play Lamb of God," and we were like,
Louder!
"Yes, actually, we will play Lamb of God." And we played Lamb of God. It was super
was
rad.
like
Hello, Lamb
How
of
can
God.
how can you not play Lamb of God?
Me and Nick are big
the
fans.
loudest?
We went to
Okay.
watch them. We were
So
Golden
did I,
Circle
yeah,
right
yeah.
in the front. I caught a pick. It was a vibe.
Fuck
Sick.
yeah, I caught a pick as well.
Shaun loves Darkest Hour, and he was the same vibe. When Darkest Hour
Did you
came
come
to-
see them when they were here?
Yes, he did. So he wanted Darkest Hour, and like they're a killer band, but like they didn't move me as much as Lamb of God. And I was trying to listen why, and for me, Chris Adler on fucking Lamb of God's drumming, it's just so intricate that
New
it just,
Wave American Metal, or what's their slogan? Yeah, New Wave American
yeah,
Metal.
But it's just like, it's not for 3 minutes. It's like da 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 da. He's always
Yeah.
he's just so syncopated and rhythmically interesting that it just brings things to another level. So what I was going to say is, yes, in metal specifically, like there's a point where the drum is just beyond fucking brilliant. And
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
really hard to do that shit. And when you're playing 16th notes on your feet while still doing fills and all the rest of it and keeping tone and ideas, like
And independence
job.
of your limbs.
And
Storm,
like-
chime in here, brother.
yeah, that's actually
and
yeah.
Darkest
No, it's hectic, bro.
Darkest Sphere's drum is brilliant.
It's the, what is it? It's the
Chris
laid to
Adler.
rest fill. That's the one that's the like.
Yeah, I mean, this is honestly why I do like a lot of math, It's like I play. It's like that way you don't have to think about it. You just play as fast as your limbs can go, And don't think about it. And next thing you're just like, holy.
Yeah, dude. I've always found the independence an issue.
Yeah.
It's like your right
Yeah.
hand and your right feet, but remember you're going,
Yeah.
Well,
like,
if
you're doing, like-
independence is what you're seeking, maybe not meth, because that's kind of got
Yeah.
dependent personality, kind of very much a dependence
Okay.
idea
Bath
with
salts?
meth.
The whole thing is like,
Oh yeah, eat someone's face.
yeah.
Go for it. Full on bath salts.
yeah, sure.
Somebody the other day told me that like that was just all like a media hoax, and bath salts aren't that bad for you.
Well, just eat someone's face a little bit.
Good for your skin.
But it's
So,
like,
so who are
Nibble.
you offending at the end of the day?
Me.
Him.
What?
No, he was just good, but he's not just as like the drum is good, but the thing is what brings for me Lamb of God to just the next level of a band is the fact that Chris Adler just fucking plays drums like no other human being can.
Because the Darkest Hour drummer, he's really,
brilliant.
really,
He's-
really good. But I get what you're saying. It's like, it's his like inclusion of breaking that standard 16 beats
It's
through
just
the song.
it's these little touches that
Yeah.
are to do
I
those
love-
little touches
I love
is
Darkest Hour
hard.
guitars,
The thing,
man.
the
Those
thing
guitars
about
are so rad.
about Chris Adler though is like he's so dedicated to his craft, and like the other members of the band, they have other hobbies. Like they enjoy.
Chris Adler fucking drums. You're right.
Yeah, like
he says it in
other
interviews.
guys
What do you
like
do? I drum.
they enjoy like
what do they enjoy?
Willie. I think he enjoys fishing. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Mark
Morton's
likes
got
cooking
another.
chili.
Mark Morton's got another album out now.
Yes.
I love
and
him as a guitar player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, do you think him playing for Megadeth is hindering
I don't know if he
his-
still plays for Megadeth because people
Who?
can't. Chris Adler played for Megadeth for a while.
Oh yeah.
But that was recent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also
Wasn't
remember
that
it's
a
Dave
full-
Must, but it's Dave Must. No, you got a position, but it's Dave Mustaine, and you have to be in a band with Dave.
But if
And
I
like
could,
from what I've understood from
His
multiple
guitar
sources,
is the drums.
no, but
if
also
I-
Dave
if-
Mustaine's a pain in the ass to
Yeah.
work
Yeah,
with.
for
So
sure.
I think Chris got fired.
if I can
Oh,
just
wow.
interject for 1 second, guys, just to say is like
Hit the mic there, brother. That mic. Okay, cool.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Shame, poor Storm.
What do you mean,
I'll
Paul
go
Storm? Now he has
next.
his own mic.
For sure,
You don't have to fucking share.
So the other guys in the band, they all had like other hobbies, whereas Chris Adler, the drumming was his only thing.
Yeah.
And
Smoking cigarettes up until a point.
Well, yeah, and smoking cigarettes.
Those
but
are
like-
chuffed
But that
there.
just makes
like-
drumming better.
yeah. But I mean that really came across like, and if you watch the Philadelphia documentary,
Yeah.
like you'll check like the other guys they're fucking around, they're doing other things. Him it's just like, no, I just play drums as well.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
I just play drums.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be dedicated to your craft. I mean, I'm not the biggest advocate for that because I fucking hardly practice as well. I'm hitting rehearsals on Monday for the June show, and I'm a nervous wreck.
But also, and it's
I
no
don't know I can
disrespect.
play
Like
the
I think,
songs.
if you should always try and practice as much as you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
and play as much as you can. But we're not in a space where Lamb of God for the last 20, 30 years, they've been touring like 9 months
Yeah,
of the year. They've
yeah.
got that opportunity. You can't do that here.
Yeah.
That's not a disrespect thing. It's just we don't have the marketplace
other
that you're
things
playing
to
9
do, yeah. But,
like,
months shows, like
Yeah.
300 shows a year.
I feel that.
So they're not practicing. Those guys are that good because they're playing.
Playing, yeah.
Yeah.
But like in any genre in this country, like really, even through the hip hop artists and the pop
Jeremy
artists.
Loops isn't playing 300 shows a year.
That's what I'm saying. No, but
Parlotones isn't
that's what
playing.
I'm saying though. Like
TKZ doesn't play 1,000 shows a year.
no,
you know?
that's my you point in case is like we have incredible musicians in this country, dude. Metal, pop, hip hop, whatever, punk.
Amazing artists.
Fuzzy Gear should have been on the California
Jeez.
circuit years ago.
I went to Fuzzy.
and it doesn't
So good.
it doesn't happen, and it's like
I love you guys.
it's a heartbreak. Dude.
Love you
Like,
too,
it's a
Sam.
heartbreak because
I'm
it's
in Fuzzy, but you guys are cool.
a lot of I don't think a lot of artists don't get. It's not about recognition. It's about like opportunity.
Yeah.
and I don't think we have those. Like I don't know, the tentacles reaching out into markets that will allow it. We don't have professional circuits in South Africa. We got professional fucking musicians.
Yeah,
we got the top of the tops, sound guys as well, like crew members, everything. They are
and
not
loyalty and loyal guys
Dude,
as well, eh?
and
We don't
guys that'll
have
stick by you.
infrastructure. We don't have finances.
We don't know. I get that.
have
But
a base, a fan base.
the thing is like, how do we bridge that? Not just locally. I mean, send them over there. Send them over there for the fucking.
I mean, like we
Sam,
say
you're
that.
getting emotional there, bro.
I mean, we say that, but then there's also Volvadinia who are touring all
Yeah,
overseas
yeah.
and selling
Yeah,
shit
true.
and making
a
a living.
straight
off
up
of it.
niche. Like they're
Yeah.
great. They're
And they're
incredible.
fucking sorry, if
They're so good.
and
They're
I
very
mean,
good.
They're brilliant. That's not my point.
Straight
what I'm
up
saying
niche.
is,
They're like,
Yes.
they hit
if you can do slam metal from South Africa
Yeah.
and make a market, I think everyone else
Dude,
is
s-
making
sa-
excuses.
same as
including
the
myself.
Yeah.
The Unfortunate
You saw them last
Yeah.
year, hey?
But what I mean though is
Fucking
didn't you? I
Yugen
heard them
Black
last
Rock.
year.
we can't have two separate conversations.
Sorry, I was gonna say, but we have artists like Black Coffee, Yugen Black Rock. A bunch of our artists, our producers, and our musicians are working with guys like Diplo. What's Diplo's DJ thing? Major Lazer.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
our Om scenes, like taking off. It's a musical genre that's coming from there. So, but the point is they're doing well internationally, and that's not to say that like. Oh, you can't do well here. But the thing is, there's only so much you can play.
do here,
And,
yeah.
and I think the same's in America. You know, if you never leave the state of California, you also can't play 300 shows. You just, if you want to do this full time, which we don't, at least not in this band, You got to travel, you got to move.
Yeah.
And how do you do it? You have to find a way of using the internet and marketing and social media. But it's
Yeah,
possible.
yeah, 100%
If it's possible for Volvadinia, and like they're
possible,
doing
bro.
slam metal with like disgusting grindcore lyrics, and it's like obscene, and their covers are obscene, but they're reaching people and they're touring, and it's hard work.
Just
it's not because
explain
they
No, totally. It's. I mean,
fucking work
that's
hard.
another. Let's just use them as an example. Is that their merch cartel or whatever they
Yes.
use for their
Fantastic.
merch is like what? How is that possible? That that there's people around the world that are so easily that their merch is so easily accessible that someone can just place an order, it'll arrive at your spot in the next 2 weeks.
Bedspread.
I don't know who
bedspread.
that goes
Rick
through.
and Morty bedspread, but
Yes.
like gruesome
But like
metal
having
version.
3 or 4
So-
different designs for different t-shirts, different cap options. If you do
Yeah.
that here locally, it's like what?
But I mean, like when they started, you know, they were super smart on terms of memes, like relating to slam scene when it was coming out, putting out
Yeah.
stuff that made them relevant. In terms of their merchandise, they're doing like, I don't know if they're doing a Game of Thrones thing, but they're doing something interesting that's like a modern relevant something.
They did the Rick and Morty
They
t-shirts.
did Rick and Morty, which means they have to get licensing. Someone in that fucking band spent the time to get licensing. You know, they care. They care about their craft. They care about their merchandise.
Boom.
We're just fucking lazy, guys. We like to complain, but we're lazy. And I mean, I understand there's an expense case, and I'm not, you know, they're obviously finding a way to fund it through their jobs, through their life. But there is a thing of like, you have to now produce content, but content is king.
And that Chris Xenopoulos is,
Yeah,
is a
man.
monster. Hey? He's sponsored by Ormsey Guitars.
yeah,
now and
there's-
whatnot.
dude, like, I was never really a big fan of headless guitars, and
Yeah.
I've been seeing him play that one, which looks like it's like marble.
I know.
And it's cool,
And
man.
it's
It's,
like got
such a
that-
cool guitar.
Awesome, like Neapolitan
Yeah.
paint job and stuff. Yeah. And the stuff that he's like some of the technopath stuff that
Yeah,
he's
man.
writing, that they're writing, and they've got that Luandile or Luandle, I don't know how to pronounce his name, on the other guitar now in
Oh,
technopath,
rad.
and I saw they were like on a park bench doing their thing. Dude, those are two dudes to look up to in terms of like just marketing
Yeah,
themselves. Eh?
and they understand. Like, guys, I play guitar. I'm a professional guitar player. I'm a cowboy, and what I mean by that is like I'm old world. I feel like I'm playing Red Dead Redemption music version, because like, you know, I'm going out to gigs and I'm playing like sessions and I'm playing on recordings. But those guys, they understand like the world is like making content, creating bands, doing like your own videos, releasing stuff, sharing stuff on pages, getting sponsorships, having Instagram pages. I think it's cool. Like, you know, some people don't find that shit cool, but the truth is that's the future of guitar.
Yeah.
Like, when I see people talk on forums or shit, the things that are inspiring young guitar players is that young guitar players are no longer listening to the radio
Yeah.
for guitar. They're finding guys like Chris posting a video in Technopath. And that's what makes them want to get a guitar lesson or buy a guitar or learn a song. And I think that's super, super powerful. And big
Totally.
up to those dudes doing it.
Totally.
I think it's important and it's necessary.
Well, that's one thing that you guys have actually done extremely well, because I checked out your Facebook page. You guys have got you've got a great following. And then another thing that I noticed is on YouTube is that you guys have got so many quality music videos. It's how many music you've done? 4 or 5, eh?
Yeah, we've done a few.
And the live video as well, but that counts.
So, like, working with, like, Lisa Ludick and Shaun Hillary, or working with Dizzy Karki and Jono, like, John Purchase, like, we're lucky. We're lucky that it sounds ridiculous. We named our band Satanic Dagga Orgy, and people told us we'd get nowhere. And yet, because we named our band Satanic Dagga Orgy, we can write songs about ISIS, or songs
Jesus
about
Christ,
Christ.
why'd you enjoy
Yeah,
it?
or Satan.
That's it, eh?
No,
Why'd
not quite. It was
no,
close.
Jesus Christ, why did you have to go and join ISIS?
They wouldn't let us
No,
join
they
ISIS.
wouldn't let us join ISIS.
But
Yeah.
we get to
I
work...
actually mentioned that on my last podcast.
Yeah. But so we get to work with creatives who want to work with us, and they often like. So the Don't Be Cuck video was Lisa's idea, and like Shaun, it was his vision to shoot it. We get to work with cool creatives because we give them the space to create. The same with the shoot, like that was Alex and
Chris Fraser.
Chris Fraser, Alex Wolf and Chris Fraser. They did an incredible idea, and they had the concept of the wall, how to sit, how to shoot it. So I guess, how do we do cool videos? We have a cool band with a cool concept, and we try and work with cool creatives and give them a space that their voice is also heard. It's the same with our shirts. So we do these shirts which are the Bong Girls. So from the beginning of this band, we really wanted to do like a cool demon woman, like beautiful woman, demoness, smoking a bong.
Yeah.
But at
Okay.
the same time, we have very real ideas or beliefs about female representation and female
Yeah,
sexuality
yeah.
in a band where it's like 5 white dudes. It's
Yeah.
problematic. We don't feel like we can comment on female form. Like, we don't like that thing, that whole 90s, 80s
You don't want to go
motley
for the
crew.
whole misogynistic
No,
kind of
it's not our
approach.
thing at all. But it's why we make a lot of male jokes and we have a double-ended dildo as like our manager and all these things, because it's male anatomy. We can comment on
Yeah,
our own
yeah,
bodies
yeah.
and how that's represented.
Yeah,
Or represent-
Morgan Freeman,
But I like the
unfortunately,
fact that you
couldn't
guys
be
have put the
present.
actual thought into
Yeah,
it and,
but-
and made it a real...
But we did the shirts.
Journey.
We eventually did the shirts, and the concept we came about was to work with female designers and let them have control of that representation. And the same as with the videos. So how do you create cool content? You work with the people you're creating content with. Creatives in their field know more than you do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
work with your art. Like, if you're picking someone to design a shirt with you, or produce your record, or do a music video, or do a photo shoot, or whatever it might be, work with people you believe in, whose
Yeah,
vision
yeah.
you can trust, that you give them a space where when the product is finished, they're super excited to share it with people because
Totally.
they've done something in collaboration. And we've got an incredible content for not a lot of cost, because we've got great ideas and we work with people with great ideas. Long answer, but
Yeah,
I hope
no.
somebody takes that away.
Do
Like,
you want to give a little shout out to the designer of the most recent shirt design?
yes, man, Gemma Bortz. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Gemma.
Yeah.
So we've got a shirt. It's Bong Girl 2. Gemma did a great design. Bong Girl 1, Venezia Fana. Incredible artists. For our third Bong Girl, we're looking at some artists from Cape Town as well to
Sweet.
collaborate. People we actually don't know. So we're going to
Cool.
step out of our comfort zone and approach some
Wicked.
people.
Also, a female artist.
Only female
Yes,
artists.
Okay.
only female
okay.
artists. Another shout out to Gemma.
Yeah. Big up. We love your shirt.
What's her name?
Gemma Zoe Bortz.
Gemma Zoe Bortz. Check
yeah.
out her stuff. Definitely.
Very rad.
She illustrator, designer.
Illustrator, designer, artist, mural painting, everything.
Website, is there any website we can catch her on?
You can find her on Instagram, I'm sure.
Maybe just find her on Instagram
Okay.
for now.
Just
and-
search the name, yeah.
Yeah, just search the name.
Give us some cool projects to work
Yeah,
with.
Absolutely.
100%.
What a talented individual.
Sweet. So it's Bongle 1, Bongle 2, Bongle 3 is coming up.
Yeah.
You've got Prawn Awakens, you got the Bromance, you got the Iron Prawn, you got
We'll have pornography out. hopefully by the end.
Prawnography.
Yeah, that's the full album.
Wow. Awesome.
You can donate money to that. Just ask us for our banking details.
Okay, and then last night you were at Bohemia and Stellenbosch, which was a ripper.
Yeah. Tonight,
awesome stuff.
Vic and Kloof.
Vic and Kloof.
Tomorrow,
the
can you-
Striped Horse. Why is it the
Striped
Striped
Horse.
Horse / Vic?
No, I think it's.
It was the Vic,
it
and then
was the
Striped
Vic.
Horse Brewery / brand
Okay.
bought it over,
Yeah.
and now it's. It was the Vic, but now it's the Striped Horse in Kloof.
Even though the podcast is going to air after this all happens.
You missed out.
But anyway. And then
Take
Sunday,
a flight to Joburg. Come watch us at Park Acoustics.
if you can use your mental telepathy, you will know that the shows are tonight. This is going to be aired Monday, but you'll be there.
You'll be there.
Yes.
But really, come. So Sublime, the Sublime tribute show is coming to Joburg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they've recently played here. I was so bleak. I didn't make that one.
So you should come to Joburg.
But also
You guys
the
come to
I'm coming.
Joburg. Come watch us at Park Acoustics.
we're actually in Cape
Shabs is
Town,
coming.
not only because we love Lion's Head and all of our Cape Town.
Chairs Mountain, which is the
Choms.
ones around Table Mountain.
yeah.
Can you give me
It's
credit for that one, please?
it's the Shabs.
Nick
Can-
invented that joke.
Yes,
Can
that's-
you hear us at the back?
Off my little sister.
sure.
Nick also invented
That's
the
what I
how
was
did the
imagining.
chicken
You know
cost
You know,
the joke?
I'm
That's
getting
what I was
I'm
doing.
getting dad joked out of like the most important part
Do
here.
your listeners care about jokes or do they care about advertising?
Can we do a poll, please?
No, I was just
Insert
shouting
poll.
out to the Shabs and the album launch.
we go,
Can
the
you hear us
Shabs,
at the
baby.
back? It's one of our favorite bands,
Can you
really.
hear me?
They are
Can you hear
chums.
me at the back?
I
You
sure
can't
as
hear
hell
him, though.
can. Oh, no, not because you are
No,
talking
I'm talking
so
to
much.
Storm. Can you hear me at the back? Okay, so you're supporting the Shabs
Dude,
on their album
and
launch.
it's such an honor to be at their hometown launch of their album. It really is like. I only know them because of Estio. I joined Estio a couple years ago, and I got to know this band, and they are
He now knows them
One-
just a little bit better.
A little bit better, yeah.
Have you played with them
Listen,
before?
it's-
Oh, tons, dude.
Okay.
We play a lot of the Joburg.
We're also like a little bit kind of shameless groupie fans.
Yeah,
Sweet,
absolutely.
yeah, because I
John
I
knows
saw
it.
them. They played the same night as Fuzzy played when Fuzzy were recently here.
Yeah.
Killer, dude. It's
They're so good.
cool, dude.
And also just, you know, playing music is one thing. Engaging with your audience, taking this thing further, understanding that what you're essentially doing is getting on a stage and communicating with people and trying to build a relationship. I find the Shabs take the relationship with their fans, with their friends, with the people who support them very seriously.
Yeah.
Like they appreciate that support. They take what they do, not seriously in the sense of like, but seriously like they understand that it's important and like to have a fan base and to take care of that fan base is important. So to always witness artists that are humble, that are trying their best to support other artists, to support audience bases, shows, venues that are trying to create something. The biggest shout out to them.
100%.
Biggest shout out to Sit the Folk Down. Really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
absolutely.
They make a massive
And
difference.
They really have been making some inroads. Which
And can we say that a big shout out to Fuzzy as well, like for being just that OG band.
that
to
like fucking
give a shout out
be
to
like you got to be that
yeah,
good, dude.
dude.
The
Like
mensch.
Yeah, 100%.
you know, like
dude.
me, 12 years old, first Fuzzy show I went to, never looked back.
Sure. My
Yeah.
first Fuzzy Gish show was in 2019.
Oh,
Can you believe it? I've always known about them.
Yeah.
And I always listened to the music, talked about it, and then I
was,
saw it live. And I actually feel quite privileged because I went to go visit one of my mates at Kill City
yeah.
just for some beers and stuff. And there, Fuzzy, the whole band walks in, and we end up
Dude,
chat.
yeah.
I mean, Jay Bones. None of those dudes will remember me, but we sat out, we had a couple of beers,
Sorry,
and we talked some shit. So it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Sorry to exclude Shaun here, but this boy, and this boy, it was 2012, wasn't it? When the first time we played with him
I think so, yeah.
at Rumors.
I can do fucking one better. Where, dude, it was the craziest moment of my life. So
Sorry,
Storm
just saying
was-
that was like the best time
Dude,
ever.
getting to
but-
open for them was mind blowing. But so, if you've ever seen Satanic Dagga Orgy, we tend to cover Scratching, which is actually one of
Yeah.
their songs.
Yeah.
So we were covering Scratching.
That's the one I couldn't be at.
Yeah, and Shaun couldn't be there either. So I was
You
there.
gotta get that mic close in there, brother.
I was
No,
there. Storm was there.
it was one of my biggest regrets.
Pete was there. And we're covering Scratching. And for the second verse, Jay Bones pops out of nowhere and sang the second
yeah.
verse. So that was just fucking.
that was
That was the
amazing.
coolest moment
Hell's Kitchen
to
Marvel.
play.
Yeah.
Play Scratching with Jay Bones,
Yeah,
like
stop
on
now,
guest
stop now.
vocals.
Shh, cool. Like, cool story, bro.
So also Shaun has this like amazing thing of like when the band tends to do super cool things, he's not around. But it's okay because like we're doing a super cool thing now and Peter's not around.
Sorry, Pete.
We miss you. We love you.
We love you. We do love you.
Well, guys, it's been absolutely amazing having you dudes here, man. It's been such a epic trip, like listening to all the stories and hearing what you guys are up to and what you guys have to say. It's been enlightening as well. I mean, two music fucking specialists. That's
Nerds.
what you do for your living, and like just the ethos behind the band and the fact that you make an effort to also take care of your fans.
We
Just
try, man. Like
Yeah.
I know you're trying to wrap up, and I'm sorry to take this.
no,
but like,
sure.
guys, you know, like yesterday there were guys who drove through, you know, an hour and a half out of Cape Town to come watch us in Stellenbosch, even though we are playing in Cape Town, you know.
So
we
half out of Cape Town from Stellenbosch.
hey man, that traffic,
roadworks.
traffic
bro.
and roadworks
Serious?
is a thing. It took us that long.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But you know, like, or people that have driven 4-6 hours to watch us at like Oppikoppi, or like if we play in Potchefstroom, or like, we appreciate that. The guys who order like hats online, the guys who take the time to download our album
Yeah.
or share a music video, like fuck, like we appreciate it.
Totally.
Because we couldn't be in Cape Town right now if it wasn't for you guys.
Yeah.
We'd be
Thank
at
you for
home.
listening.
So thank you for
Yeah.
listening. Thank you for supporting us. Never feel shy to speak to us, to come say hi. We always appreciate it. We actually really like meeting you guys. Thank you.
And
Thank
I
you
can
for support.
actually vouch for that because this is actually the first podcast where I haven't met any of you in person
Yeah.
before you arriving here. and it's been a completely comfortable experience. You guys are all awesome. I fucking can't wait to see you guys play.
Fuck
And
yeah, thank
shit, you've actually got to get on to your
yeah.
sound check, dude.
we gotta go. We still have to go home, change, get all our gear, and
Pick up
get to sound
instruments.
check.
Yeah.
But,
But
it's
thank
worth
you for
it,
having
yeah.
us on
Dude,
this
and
incredible
Papa
sound
G,
check.
thank
Oh,
you,
thank
dude.
Damn, son, like this has been so cool. Such an impromptu vibe. I caught you guys while you were on tour. It's been special. I Storm, even though you don't like to talk much on camera, off camera.
We're having a great
I think
it's the lights.
I think Storm should do the hit that like button, smash that subscribe.
smash it.
So, dudes, thank you so much. Storm, Nick,
Aware.
Sean,
Yes,
Zam.
Oh wait!
Shout out to Pete, who's not here. We'll
Petey,
get
my
you on
boy.
next time.
Shout out to Violet. Shout out to Sarah.
Catch the Shabs' new album. Can you
yeah.
hear him at the back? I think that's what it's
Can you hear us at the
Can you
back?
hear us
Yeah.
at the back?
Because
Sorry.
we're all together in this thing.
And check out Satanic Dagga Orgy on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Check out their videos. Support them. Hit that like button.
Yes, man. Click,
Look,
click.
wait.
Scrit.
So this is also very, very
Subscribe.
important. So I think anything that you want to know
619.
about us is predominantly on our Facebook stuff. So if you can go there, you can buy our merch directly from there. You can check where our shows are.
Also, you can just DM Storm.
Yeah, you can slide into my DMs,
Ayo.
and
Yes.
I'll smash that.
Smash it. What are you gonna smash?
You'll
Smash the
that
like,
DM
smash the
messenger
subscribe,
button.
and knock that
Smash
little
the
bell on
subscribe.
the
Smash the subscribe
notification.
He'll
All right,
send
guys.
you weird gifts.
We're gonna smash and gash.
This is Satanic Dagga Orgy. At least 4 out of 5. Satanic Dagga Orgy.
80%.
This
Don't
is
be
Papa
cut.
G's house.
What an honor. Thank you, Papa
Yes.
G's.
Oh,
Thank you, Papa G.
Thanks, guys.
Yes.
We're out.
Cheers.
Believe in yourself, you hold the future in your hands. Believe in yourself and the goodness of your fellow man. Believe in yourself, you are the captain of your dreams. Believe in yourself because nothing is beyond your means. Believe in yourself, the only limits are the ones you choose. Believe in yourself, take chances, there's nothing to lose. Believe in yourself, you burn more brightly than you know. Believe in yourself, embrace your faults and let love grow.
That's where we're going.